channel. Today I am going to be filming a weekly meal prep for you guys. I'm also going to go over what my meal plan is for the week. So yeah, I'm in my kitchen. I have a fairly small kitchen, so I'm going to be trying to work with the space that I have, and like showing you guys everything. A lot of times I kind of overflow into my dining area, which is fine. Sorry if you're hearing the loud noise. You're like right above my dishwasher, so hopefully that's not too loud and I'm loud enough over it. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and go over the meal plan with you, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I may do some of these parts as voiceover if the sound of my dishwasher is too loud for you guys. But I'll talk to you in just a moment. Okay guys, so here is my weekly meal plan. So I meal prep 2 breakfasts and 2 lunches. So first we have an omelet that I'm going to be making. I'm going to be making the omelet mixture to go into my, it's like a microwave egg maker. I'm not going to meal prep my yogurt bowls because I am home, so I don't really need to meal prep yogurt bowls. If I was working, I would certainly do that, so I could just put it in my lunchbox and eat it at work if I needed to. The jerk chicken, I have that marinating right now. That's one of the 2 lunches that I'm going to be meal prepping. So jerk chicken with cauliflower rice. I may add some quinoa in there as well. I'm also going to be making some beans. They're already canned beans. I'm just going to be seasoning them and warming them and allowing them to cook for 20 to 30 minutes so that they kind of take on the delicious flavor. I'll probably be putting it in my meal preps while also reserving some up for tomorrow night's dinner. And that, as you can see here, is chicken carnitas. But just to get back to the lunches, the other lunch I'm going to meal prep is shrimp and veggie pesto pasta. And I'm going to be using the veggies in there is going to be the Normandy blend veggies that I have on hand. And the pasta is going to be chickpea pasta. And so those are going to be my lunches. And you can see I don't plan Saturday and Sunday in that manner. Same that I do for Monday through Friday. I try to keep it pretty open. But like I already said, for Monday's dinner, we're having chicken carnitas. This is a recipe from the Skinniest Dish. I believe her name is Mel. I don't know, I'm messing stuff up. And this is also a recipe from her, the cowboy dinner. This is just hamburger, corn, and potatoes, hash brown potatoes. And I have the majority. I just didn't have the meat. I needed something to use those potatoes for that I have in the freezer, so that's what I'm using that for. The next dinner is going to be ham and cabbage, potato, and also carrot, slow cooker meal. So that's just like it sounds. You just put cabbage on the bottom, ham. I think I'm going to put some turkey sausage if I have any left. I just want to use that up. Putting that in the slow cooker. Spaghetti and meatballs. We have some meatballs in the freezer that I need my husband to eat, and some spaghetti and some ragu sauce. Turkey stuffing meatballs. This has been going around on Instagram. It looks super delicious, so I'm going to be making that with some mashed potatoes. I'll have cauliflower mash and green beans. And for snacks, I'm going to have veggies, pita, and spinach dip that I will be prepping. My second kind of planned out snack is going to be applesauce, turkey jerky, and a hard-boiled egg, which I'm going to be prepping today. So, and here you see where the pita, I'm going to be using my low-carb tortillas because the store did not have the brand of pitas that I like to use, the Joseph's pitas that are 1 point. They didn't have those. And so I'm going to have to figure something else out for this Saturday. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing for that. But this is the meal plan. I don't plan out my husband's breakfasts and lunches. He kind of does his own thing. As long as I have foods that he likes on hand, I can either pack his lunch for him, or he'll pack it himself, or take leftovers for lunch. So I try to keep lunches pretty family friendly, so that he will eat. Dinners family friendly, so that he will eat them, and then everything else is, to my needs. All right, let's get started. Okay, guys, so I wanted to start with something that was easy to go ahead and put together and have cooking while everything else is going. So I'm getting the beans started. So I have 2 cans of black beans. I always get either unsalted or reduced sodium. That's just my preference. I can season it myself. This is the Skinniest dish. Her name is Mel, I believe. I should have looked at it when I was putting the recipe together. And I'm using like 3 of her recipes in this episode, in this video. Okay, so anyway, it's her recipe. She uses pintos though. I'm just using just black beans. But this is a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of cumin, 1 can of green chilies, and then 1 chipotle pepper, and then 3 tablespoons of the sauce that come in the chipotle pepper, and it's in adobo sauce. So yeah, I just pulled one of those peppers out of there, and you see the sauce is sitting around. This stuff is so good. My mom has been cooking with this since forever. So I'm gonna get this going, get this stirred up. I'm gonna simmer it on low pretty much the entire time while I'm cooking, and it's gonna be delicious to put in everything. I love beans, so this is gonna be amazing. So just if you were wondering what I'm gonna do with the rest of this container, I keep canning jars on hand of all different sizes for this very reason. Well, honestly, not all different sizes. This is the smallest size I have. I do have bigger ones, but I don't have like the half ones that go like this. But I'm gonna put the rest of this in here to hold on to. If I had a small one, I would. But I try to keep canning jars on hand just because the seal keeps things really fresh. Okay, so now I'm getting started on the mixture for the omelets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this bell pepper, part of this onion, and then I'm going to put it in this jar, and then I'll show you from there further what I'm going to be doing. This is what I was talking about. I have the peppers on the bottom. I did that 1 pepper and like half of that half, so a quarter of that small onion. And now I'm gonna add some diced ham to this, and 2 ounces is 2 points. So I'm gonna be using this for 3 omelets, and they're not like huge little omelets. So this is the container that I'll be putting it in to put it in the microwave. So you can see it's not much bigger, or about the size of my palm. So not too big, but it gets nice and fluffy. Come on. So what I'll do is, I should have pulled it out. I'll show you in just a moment. I'm gonna fill this with the liquid eggs, and then scoop some of the toppings out, put it on there, and then put it in the microwave, and that'll be my omelet for that morning. All right, so I'm gonna measure out. I'm gonna weigh out 6 ounces. May not actually do 6 ounces, maybe like 4. I'll have to see how much it really is, because I don't want to overcrowd my little thing. But since I'm doing 3, that's kind of the idea. Un momento, you guys. Okay, you guys, I kind of made a little mess here, but as you can see, I only had 3.7 ounces, so I was right about it being closer to 4 ounces. This is the liquid eggs that I was talking about. So pour it in, take out some of your toppings, put it in there, put it in the microwave for a minute. Fresh little omelet for breakfast. Delicious. All All right, I'm gonna stir this up and put it in the fridge. Okay, so I have this gigantic bag of Normandy blend vegetables that I'm gonna be using for my pasta. It always seems like a good idea to buy this until you have to store it in the freezer. Like when I'm in the store, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have all these vegetables, and it's always a good idea until you have to put it in your freezer. And it's like, oh. Anyway, so I'm going to get a good amount of these into this pan. I sprayed it with some canola oil, and I'm going to season it with some. Well, I'll show you in a minute how I'm going to season everything. Let me get it into the pan first, and then into the oven. How much vegetables I'm going to put. It may be too many, but you never know, because obviously these are frozen, so they're going to cook down so much. So I'm just doing this many, and if it is too many, I'll just have some vegetables for sides this week, and that's not a bad thing to have. Okay, so I'm using this Cavender's Greek seasoning. It's really tasty, but if you ever buy this, just know that you don't need any salt when you're cooking with this. This has a good amount of salt in it, so it's tasty, but honestly, yeah, I probably wouldn't buy again, but I have a good amount to use, so I just try to use it on things that don't have salt in it, and kind of use it, you know, not sparingly, but like not as often, so to speak. All right, so I'm gonna season this. I sprayed it with some canola oil because I don't have any. I like to have both olive oil spray and canola oil, because in sweet cooking I don't want my stuff to taste like olive oil, so I do have both, but I'm out of the olive oil. All right, and I'm gonna put some garlic powder on here, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. I don't know for how long, just until it is cooked. I am about to put my chicken in the oven, the jerk chicken. So with that, I had tenderloins. This is the chicken. It's real dark, I know, because the seasoning is dark. It was about a pound and a quarter or so of chicken tenderloins that I took the tender out of. That's not the tender, the tendon, excuse me. I took the tendon out of and put, and then went ahead and put 3 ounces of not 3 ounces, Lord, 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons is 1 serving, 10 calories, 0 points. So it's really delicious. You probably have seen, if you watch some of my older videos, I did eat this, use that on, I think it was grilled chicken bites, use this seasoning, but it was the hot, and the hot is too dag blame hot. Don't buy the hot, buy the mild. This is delicious seasoning. Okay, so I'm gonna get this on this pan that I already sprayed down, put it in the oven till it's done. I did want to put this on the grill and smoke it, but I just haven't made it out to our grill. Our grill is not at our house, it's at my mom's house because it's ginormous. I probably have said that before, but not gonna grill it today. Gonna bake it in the oven because I don't feel like taking up more space on the stovetop. Oh, my kitty cat. She's sweet. All right, my friends, this is what it is looking like going into the oven. I would like to say, okay, if you have seen that viral video where the lady is pulling the chicken tenders with, basically she took a fork, put it between the tendon, and took a paper towel and pulled the tendon out of the chicken. Okay, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. That's gonna be amazing to take the tendon out. I'm never gonna do it again because it like broke apart the chicken. It broke apart the chicken and it's all messed up. So I'm not gonna do that again. And guys, I know this does not look great right now, but I promise you it smells delicious. It's gonna taste delicious. Try this seasoning and then actually do it over the grill because that's the best way to do it. But baking it and then broiling it is okay too. Okay guys, I forgot to tell you a few things that I was doing. Once I put the jerk chicken in the oven, I went ahead, as you can see, I got a pot of water boiling so that I can get the chickpea pasta in. Now, I am a little controversial, okay? I don't count chickpea pasta. You scan it, it comes up as points. You type in chickpea pasta, it comes up as points. Chickpeas are 0 points on the blue plan. This pasta is made of only chickpeas. Like if you look at the ingredients, it's chickpeas. So I don't count it. You don't have to be like me. You can count the pasta. That is up to you. Certainly if you were on the purple plan, you definitely wouldn't need to count it. But I'm on the blue plan now, like I was saying before, but it has one ingredient, and the ingredient's chickpeas. So I don't know why I would count it. So I'm gonna weigh out 1 serving of this to go over 2, because like I was saying before in a previous video, I'm trying to limit my carbs. So I'm going to kind of, maybe I'll do 1.5 servings and split that over 2 servings of food for me. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get that going now, because regardless, it still has 34 grams of carbs. So macros are macros, even if it's 0 points. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. Next, I am doing the spinach dip, and here are the ingredients for it. I already got this cooked. The recipe calls for 1 cup of light mayo, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 packet of this vegetable mix, and then 12 ounces of spinach. You can lessen the spinach if you're not a big fan, but I like spinach. At any rate, her recipe creates 15 servings for a 1/4 of a cup serving at 1 point. Oops, loud. I'm gonna half it and probably do a 1/2 cup serving for 2 points, possibly 3. Don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might use less mayo. I have noticed that I tend to like less mayo than most people, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna weigh it. I'm going to go by 1/4 of a cup at first, taste it, see how it goes, and then go from there. Okay guys, so I was right. I didn't need the full 1/2 cup for since I'm having the recipe. I just did a 1/4 of a cup, and I think it tastes great. So this is the recipe, how I changed the recipe. Still the basic stuff, but I did 1/2 of the seasoning. I did 1/2 of the spinach, half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1/4 of a cup of mayo, mixed it all together, and it's delicious and creamy and so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic to it, and I'm gonna package it all on up. Meanwhile, the pasta is out, as you can see. Chickpea pasta, you have to be really particular about. You have to cook it the exact amount of time. So I cooked it exactly 7 minutes, and it's perfect. If you overcook it, it's disgusting. And I think I did that in the previous video. I said chickpea pasta was disgusting, but it was only how I cooked it. I cooked it like it was regular pasta, and I cooked it to death. So all right, so I am gonna move on to the next thing, which is getting the shrimp pesto mixture together. I think I'm gonna put some spinach in there since I have so much left over, but I didn't want to make too much. All right, okay, chicken is out. This is how it looks. I know I've tried to broil it a little bit to get it to not look as gross, but it is what it is, as long as it tastes great, right? I got the shrimp out. I'm not gonna do this, it's 12 ounces. I'm probably not gonna do, well, I know I'm not gonna do the entire 12 ounces, but I got some garlic. I'm gonna spray some oil in the pan. I'm gonna saute these up, show you what else I'm gonna do. Forgive me guys, I realized I was just cooking. I wasn't recording nothing. I wasn't recording not a darn thing. So I cooked the shrimp. And don't do like I did. I put it straight from frozen into the pan and started sauteing it, and was like waiting for it to defrost. Defrost it before. Just put it in a bowl of water, get it defrosted before, because now my shrimp are cooked unevenly because I had to wait. Like some parts of it were defrosted and some parts weren't. So defrost it first, then do it, okay? So I put my leftover spinach in here because I figured, hey, you know, maybe the pesto will kind of attach to it and make it seem like I have more pesto than I do. Because for 2 servings, I am just doing 1 serving, 1/4 of a cup, 1 serving of pesto. 1/4 of a cup is 6 points, so I'll be splitting, so it'll be 3 points per serving. Now I'm going to add my vegetables in. I'm debating that, honestly, because these vegetables are kind of big. So I'm debating if I should add the vegetables in, or if I should just have it as roasted vegetables on the side. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have it as roasted vegetables on the side, not in the pasta. So this is done. The chicken is done. Now we just gotta do the cauliflower rice. The beans are done. They look so delicious. I'm gonna take out that chipotle pepper. Actually, I'm gonna taste it first, see if it needs any salt, and then if I think it needs more spice, I will actually kind of mush up that chipotle pepper because I like it spicy. All right, close to done, guys. I'm gonna start wrapping things up, putting things in containers now. Okay, so this is the finished veggies. As you can see, like that would not work in that pasta. So I'm just gonna get as many as I can fit in this little compartment. I split it between the 2 here. I'm just gonna get as many as I can into this little dish. Yeah, probably about that much. So I'll probably have like 1 serving-ish or so to eat with another dinner this week. Okay, guys, I am starting to package the jerk chicken meal. The cauliflower rice is done. I put that in the microwave, and I'm just taking 1/3 of a cup. I guess I don't really particularly need to measure. I just am. This is what I microwaved. That's about how much is left. And I'm out of my containers. I don't know where my other containers went, so I'm gonna find a different container to put my 3rd serving in. But yeah, I'm gonna get this packaged up. And I realized that I'm not quite done with my meal prep. I was like, oh man, this meal prep went fast. It didn't, because I forgot to do my hard-boiled eggs. But I'm gonna get those done. I'm going to try to do them in my Instant Pot. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so that is the jerk chicken packaged up. You know, the cauliflower rice is under there. The black beans I put on as much as I wanted on top, and it's about 3 chicken tenders per serving. And I put 1, 2, 3. So, here we go. So I got these 1, 2, 3 done. Then I got 2 of the, we already saw this, but I guess I can't open it with 1 hand. So I got all my lunches done, got all of the breakfast. Well, it was a quick breakfast prep. I got that done, and now I just need to do the hard-boiled eggs, and I did the spinach dip. I don't think I'm gonna do any tortilla chips or anything, because I just feel like that's gonna be too high in points. So I'm gonna do the hard-boiled eggs now. Okay, guys, so this is my lovely Instant Pot, and I have 11 eggs. Don't judge me. Basically, this is a combined carton because I had bought eggs, didn't realize I had eggs at home, and all those things. So I am ready to eat these eggs hard-boiled. Have a 1.5 cups of water. Sorry if I already said that. And So I am going to go ahead and pour that in. And I'm going to place, so this is a trivet. So I have it in upside down. It can stand up the other way if you need it to. Sometimes I've used it in a lot of different ways, but in this manner, you put it there. Now, I wonder if I have too much water in there. We'll find out. All right. I'm over it at this point. I'm tired of cooking. It's been a couple hours, so I'm just ready to be done. All right, so I'm just going to put the eggs in there, and I'm going to put it on pressure for 5 minutes. Okay, guys, so I forgot to include you once again. It's okay, though. So, like I said, I had this on high pressure for 5 minutes, and then I left it. So when the timer for 5 minutes went off, I left it for 5 minutes more, and then I put the eggs in an ice bath, and I have a timer going for 5 minutes, and then when that's done, I will peel them and put them in a container, and I will be done. Absolutely done. So excited. So now my 5 minutes are up for them cooling, and now see, some were already like coming out of the shell. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one-handed. Maybe I am. I hope they're cooked long enough. This is my first time doing this. Lord. Okay, so already had one unpeeled. It has been in here for 5 minutes. And yeah, they're really easy to unpeel. You can really almost just do it with one hand. Almost. Not me. I'm not, you know, clever enough. Oh, maybe it cooked a little too long. Look at that. Uh-oh. All right. I'm going to stop trying to do this with one hand and focus on this and get it into the bowl. Oh, I got to stop trying to be like the cool kids, guys. Okay, guys. So that is it. We are done with our meal prep. That took me about 3 hours or so. Like I always say in my meal preps, if you are unlike me and you don't take a bunch of breaks to do things and, oh, I'm gonna go do this and do, you know, if you just go the whole way through, it will be a lot shorter for you. This was a pretty short meal prep all in all, especially since I didn't actually prep, like truly make anything for breakfast. So I just had, you know, mostly lunch and snack prep. So that was pretty good. So it was pretty good, a pretty good prep. Now I have to say, I tasted the jerk chicken and I would do that a different way. I think what I'll do in the future, and I think what you should do, is don't marinate it. Don't marinate it in that sauce. Because I've only eaten it on already cooked chicken, like tossed and already cooked chicken. So I think it's best that way, and it won't turn that gray color. It's still pretty tasty, but I just think it's better that way. So I think in the future, I'll either like saute some like cut up chicken bites and do it that way, or do it like I was saying before, where I grill chicken and then put that sauce on. So just to recap, I made my omelet mix, the jerk chicken bowls with black beans, the shrimp and spinach pasta, I'll call it now, with veggies, and I also made spinach dip and hard-boiled eggs. Now, the hard-boiled eggs, if you have an Instant Pot and you were like me and you did not use your Instant Pot to make your hard-boiled eggs and you were doing them on the stove top because you thought it was going to be easier than pulling out your Instant Pot and, you know, it taking 15 minutes versus the 8 minutes, do it. Do it in the Instant Pot. That was the easiest time I have ever had to peel eggs. None of them came out where it was stuck to the peel, to the egg. Like, it was incredibly easy. So I recommend do it that way if you have an Instant Pot. I've had mine for years and have just continued doing my eggs on the stove, and it's always been a struggle. I still, I would boil my eggs on the stove for 8 minutes and then put it in the ice bath and still have a hard time. Whereas like with this, and then it cooked the egg perfectly inside. I just tried one. It was delicious. So do it that way if you have the means. So I will put up the total points for the jerk chicken bowl, which I think is 0. I think it's 0 points for the jerk chicken, now that I think of it. So either way, jerk chicken bowl, shrimp and spinach pasta, shrimp and spinach pesto pasta, and then the spinach dip, and of course eggs are 0 points. And what I expect for the omelet mix to be for each serving, because it's going to be 3 omelet servings. So those are the points, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Sorry if this is a really long video, trying to shorten it down, but next time I will do my best to make it quick and easy for you guys. Bye.